This is a gardening session with Rhonda. We're going to be planting a salad bowl right outside your door. I've assembled all of my tools and all of my ingredients here. I've got a very large container. I've got a selection of gardening plants, of salad bowl type plants. I've got my water. I've got everything ready. Hopefully this will go quick and you'll be inspired to plant your own salad bowl right outside your back door or on your patio. First thing I'm going to do, because last year I learned that not only do I enjoy salads, but so do the slugs. So I'm going to lay down a layer of protective barrier in my very large reclaimed tub from my landscape center. You can find these or you can use any type of pot, but because I'm going to be planting such a large salad bowl, I'm going to use a very large container. So I'm just going to lay that in. And because as a gardener, I also believe in using what you have to get what you want. And to further create a barrier, I'm going to lay down some wet cardboard in the bottom also to deter the slugs. And over time, the paper products will decompose and actually help improve the quality of the soil that's in your salad bowl garden. Next to that, and to encourage drainage, I'm going to add some broken pieces of pottery shards, which help the water to drain successfully. Because another thing you need for successful gardening is good drainage. Can you come in and see this? So I've got my protective barrier, my landscape fabric barrier. I've got my cardboard and I've got the pottery shards. The next thing I'm going to do is a modified version of a technique that's called lasagna gardening. And with lasagna gardening, you basically do composting in your container or in your garden area. I'm going to start by loading in some really great quality potting soil, which for me is a combination of organic humus, organic compost, some landscapers mix, and a bit of my own composted garden soil, because I know that it is already full of wonderful microorganisms that's going to have me be very successful with my garden here. I'm going to fill this up since it's such a large container, and as you can see, it's going to take quite a while. So I'll be back a little bit later to show you the progress. Another great component that you can add to your lasagna gardening, shredded paper. This is from my shredding. I shred all of my bills and unimportant papers that I don't want anyone else to get a hold to. I shred those, and I can use those in my lasagna garden. So I'll put in a layer of soil, a layer of the shredded paper, and items that will be generally put into a compost garden. All of my kitchen scraps, banana peels, coffee grinds, things that will actually add something great to my soil structure. Can you come show this? Doesn't look so good right now, but believe me, it really improves your soil. Basically, when it comes to composting, anything that was once alive, as far as plant materials, garden scraps, all of that can be used in a compost pile. Even things that come directly from your yard. These are leaves and plants that I picked up over the last couple of days. They can be added, in particularly at the bottom layer of your garden. because by next summer, this will be completely broken down and you'll have the most fantastic garden soil. More soil. Now that we're getting pretty close to the top, I like to add in a more concentrated layer of my existing composted garden soil. And I know this seems like a lot of work, but remember, I'm a seasoned gardener, so if you're just starting out, just use what's applicable to you in your area right now. You'll get the basics from here, but please feel free to take what I'm giving you and customize it to your own situation. We'll come back in a little bit and show you more progress. Well, most of the hard work is done now. It's time to have some fun. I really like planting very large containers because you can have so much fun. It's like mixing up a big batch of batter or dough. Of course, you can see some of the paper that I've put in. It's a very light soil mix, perfect for containers. We're filled up to the top, and now it's time to start planting. Okay, what should we plant first? One of my favorite things to plant is arugula. And I love buying plants in these already made peat pots because the peat pots actually decompose and help to improve your soil structure also. And arugula is a wonderful salad green. It gives like a peppery taste to your salads. I love it. You don't have to take the plant out. You simply plant the whole pot. You take a little bit out of the bottom so that the roots will grow through very nicely, and you set that at the place that you want it to grow. That's my arugula. I've got Swiss chard here, which is a beautiful plant. Also adds a nice peppery flavor to your salads. The nice thing about it having rained last night is that the plants are already wet, because you want to actually plant your plants that have been dampened either with water or with rain. You can put a little bit of water, extra water on it, place it where it, dig a little bit of hole, place it where you want to plant it, and there you go. I love all kinds of lettuces. This is romaine lettuce. This is a perfect time for planting a salad bowl. I'm going to add a little bit of water to the holes I've already dug. In this water, I've added some fish fertilizer, which is a wonderful non-burning organic type fertilizer. Doesn't smell the best, but it really does a wonderful job for your plants. I'm going to finish planting this and I'll come back and show you the progress. Well, we're back showing you more progress. I've placed in all of the plants, and once you're settled with, this is the way you want the plants to be placed. I've spaced them pretty nicely so everything will have room to grow. Next thing you do is just add in some additional soil around the base of the plants. Press it in to make sure that they're securely seated. I've added in butter crunch lettuce, which is here, spinach, which is here. This is the spinach. Romaine lettuce, which is where we started. Swiss chard, arugula, some nice pansies for color and additional interest. Of course, you can eat them if you like. They will be grown without pesticides. I don't believe in pesticides when it comes to food. Couldn't resist adding in a few herbs like parsley. The fall and the winter is a perfect time to plant parsley because you're not going to be in competition with the butterfly larvae, which is great, but I also like to eat the parsley. More Swiss chard on this end. It's one of my favorite salad greens, so I plant extra of that. Marjoram, which is a herb. It's a trailing herb, so it will grow and hang over to the side. Some red sales lettuce, which is here. Another favorite salad green of mine is French sorrel. It's pretty hard to find, so when I find it in a garden shop, I buy extra. And this one I actually transplanted from another area of my herb garden because I love it so much and I want to keep it growing all the time. It has a tart, pungent taste to it, but it really adds a gourmet taste to any type of salad. Finishing up at the back here with some more red sales lettuce, more spinach, more butter crunch lettuce, making sure all the roots are nicely covered up and the plants are securely set in the soil. I'll finish this up and come back and show you the finished product. Well, the salad bowl garden has been completed, and no garden would be complete totally without a sign. This is a salad bowl garden, and I'm encouraging it to grow, and I'm also encouraging hope. No matter where I garden, no matter where I go, I encourage hope. Thank you for joining me for the salad bowl garden. Bye. Happy gardening.